last class we have solved some problem based on first law and second law. I will solve also some questions based on first law and second law. After that, I will give you some questions you will solve at the home. Clear? So this question is a very important question. Look at how many coulombs are required for the following reduction. This is 1 mark question. This 1 mark question. This is 1 mark question and very important. You will put this 1 mark question or multiple choice question. Direct multiple. Yes, put that question particularly in a multiple choice. So first bit, the electron reaction involved is aluminum 3 plus 3 electron that gives aluminum 3 plus 3 electron that gives aluminum. So how much electrons here? 3 electrons. So 3 electrons, Q equal to M into F. M is how much? 3. M is 3. F is, as you know, that 96500 coulomb. So this will be how much? 0 0 So 289,500 coulomb. 28590 coulomb. This much is required. So you have to write. So last you write. So reduction of 1 mole of aluminum 3 plus 2 aluminum requires reduction of 1 mole of aluminum 3 plus 2 aluminum requires 289,500 coulomb. This much is the answer. So in this question, first you have to write the electron reaction. Next, how much number of electrons? Here 3 moles, N is 3. This is 1 mole, this is 3 moles. This is 1 mole, this is 3 moles. So Q equal to N into F. Q equal to N into F. This is first bit answer. Second bit, similarly we can write. So reduction of 1 mole of aluminum 3 plus 2 aluminum requires 289,500 coulomb electricity. Clear? Next, second bit. The electron reaction involved is calcium 2 plus 2 electron gives calcium 2 plus 2 electrons gives calcium. So Q equal to how much? NF. Q equal to NF. N कहते 2 into 96500 coulomb. 2 into 96500 coulomb. So this will be how much? 0 0. This much. 19,000 coulomb. 19,000 coulomb. Here. So how many coulombs are required for the reduction? So reduction of 1 mole of calcium 2 plus 2 calcium requires 19300 coulomb. Clear? So reduction of 1 mole of calcium 2 plus 2 calcium requires 19300 coulomb. Clear? So this is second. Here 2 moles, here 1 moles. Here 2 moles, here 1 moles. Clear? Next, honey. Honey is a very important question. So honey, look at Mn of or minus gives rise to Mn 2 plus. Mn of or minus to Mn 2 plus. How much oxygen? Here 4 oxygen. So plus 4 water. So how much hydrogen? 8 hydrogen. 8 plus water plus. Look at oxygen is balanced by water. Here oxygen is balanced by water. How much hydrogen? 8. 8 is plus. Then charge balance. 3 steps. In this type of reaction, in order to balance this type of reaction, it requires 3 steps. First step is what? Oxygen is balanced by water. Second step is hydrogen balance. Third step is charge balance. Clear? Oxygen is balanced by water. Second is hydrogen balance. Third bit is charge balance. Charge balance, look at here -1. It has written this -1, -2, -3. Here 8 is plus. Here today 8 is plus. So this will become 5 electron. Electron is minus. So 5 electron. So Q equal to how much? Q equal to NF. Q equal to N into F. 5 into 96500 coulomb. 0 0 48250 4825000 ठीक है this much. So reduction of 1 mole of Mn of 4 minus 2 Mn2 plus requires 48250. So reduction of 1 mole of Mn2 Mn of or minus to Mn2 plus requires 48250 coulomb. So this is the answer. This is very important question. Here put that question in multiple choice. How many coulombs are required for the following reduction reaction, or how much charge is required? Charge will be ASO quantity. Q equal to NF. You will apply Q equal to NF. Clear? Next problem. Next is the problems I am also solving. These questions are very important for your council exam. These questions are very important for your council exams. You must solve these questions. Otherwise, you cannot solve the council papers. Whatever the multiple choice question is putting from electrochemistry. Here, this formula is required. Q equal to NF. Q equal to NF. This is very important formula and short question. 2 times you put that questions basing upon this formula. Here, next question. How much time is required? How much time is required to pass? How much time is required to pass 18,000? How much time is required to pass 18,000 coulomb of electricity? How much time is required to pass 18,000 coulomb of electricity through an electrolyte through an electrolyte if the current strength is if the current strength is 10 ampere. If the current strength is how much time is required to pass 18,000 coulomb of electricity through an electrolyte if the current strength is 10 ampere. Clear? So current strength is how much? 10 ampere. We know that first answer, we know that Q equal to I into T. We know that Q equal to IT. Q is coulomb. Q is coulomb. Current in ampere. Time in second. So as we know that 1 coulomb equal to Q is coulomb. 1 coulomb equal to 1 ampere into 1 second. Q equal to Q is 1 coulomb. Q 1 coulomb 1 ampere into 1 second. Q 1 coulomb 1 ampere into 1 second. So we know that Q equal to I into T. Q is coulomb, I is ampere, time is second. We have to figure how much time is required. So T equal to Q by I. T equal to how much? Q by I. Q is given how much? 18,000 by 10. So this will be 1800 second. This much. So this cancel. So 1800 second. 1800 second. Clear? So if you convert it into minute, how much minute? You have to divide 60. Divide 60 like this. So 30 minutes. If you convert into minute, then that will be 30 minutes in second, 1800 second. Here. So this is also important questions for your council exam. Next questions. Next questions will solve based upon. Next question is second law. Next question, we have to solve the questions based on second law. I am solving these questions and I will give some questions to you and we will solve at the home. Clear? So when an electric current was when an electric current was passed simultaneously through an acidulated water. When an electric current was passed simultaneously through an acidulated water and copper sulfate solution. Acidulated water and copper sulfate solution. When an electric current was passed simultaneously through an acidulated water and copper sulfate solution, weight of hydrogen and copper liberated. Weight of hydrogen and copper liberated are 0.0132 and 0.4164. Weight of hydrogen and copper liberated are 0.0132 and 0.4164 gram respectively. Calculate the equivalent mass of copper. Calculate the equivalent weight of copper. Calculate the equivalent weight of copper. Other question, I am reading these questions again. Look at this question. When an electric current was passed simultaneously through an acidulated water and copper sulfate solution, there are two electrolytic solutions. What are these two electrolyte solutions? One is acidulated water mixed with sulfuric acid, suppose. Another is copper sulfate. Two solutions. One is H2SO4 solutions. Another is copper sulfate solutions. Weight of hydrogen and copper liberated are 0.0132 and 0.4164 gram respectively. Calculate the equivalent weight of copper. We have to calculate what? The equivalent weight of copper. What is equivalent weight of copper? Next, we know that according to the Faraday's second law of electrolysis, mass of hydrogen liberated divided by mass of copper deposited equal to equivalent mass of hydrogen divided by equivalent mass of copper. So we have to apply the formula applying Faraday's second laws of electrolysis. Applying Faraday's second laws of electrolysis, mass of H2 liberated, mass of H2 liberated divided by mass of copper deposited. Mass of H2 liberated divided by mass of copper deposited equal to equivalent mass of H2 divided by equivalent mass of copper. Here, mass of H2 liberated, mass of H2 liberated divided by mass of copper deposited equal to equal mass of H2 divided by equal mass of copper. So mass of H2 liberated, how much? H2 liberated, look at 0.0132 divided by 4164, 0.0132 divided by 0.4164 equal mass of H2. Equal mass of H2 is 1. Next is equal mass of equivalent mass of copper. That will experiment. That will be, suppose you will put it x, then you have to calculate the x value. If you put it x, then you have to calculate the x value. That is x value, x into 0.0132 equal to 0.4164 or x equal to 0.4164 divided by 0.0132. 0.4164 divided by 0.32. It has to answer 31 point something. 31.5. Clear? So this type of questions, whenever he put this type of questions, he will give the, otherwise he will give the two equivalent masses. Suppose equal mass of copper and hydrogen will be given, mass of hydrogen 1 will be given. You have to calculate copper, how much copper deposited. Between these four things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 will be given, another you must have to calculate. Clear? So this is the pattern of questions for Faraday's second law of electrolysis. This is the pattern of questions for the Faraday's second law of electrolysis. Is that clear? So this pattern of questions he may put in the council exams. Next, I will give you some problems. You have to solve it. You have to solve it in home. Clear? Next, we will discuss what is galvanic cell or voltaic cell or electrochemical cell. Next, this electrolysis part is completed. Electrolysis part is completed. I will give you some problems. You only have to solve this, otherwise nothing else. And this is the important question, that is state and explain Faraday's laws of electrolysis. Faraday's laws of electrolysis means you have to explain first law and second law. Whatever we have explained, then he will give you one problem. Explanation is 4 marks, then question problems is 3 marks. Clear? State and explain. Explanation is 4 mark and the problematic questions is 3 mark. So you have to solve the. You have to first explain Faraday's first law and second law of electrolysis. First law and second law. Then you have to solve the problem. This particular problems he may put it in your council exam. Clear? I will give you some problems. Also you will solve it from classes. Next we will discuss what is the electrochemistry 3 part. One is conductance part, another is electrolysis part. Next is cell part. Next is cell part. Clear? Cell part, last equation and cell part we have to discuss. Last part, this is cell part. Another in advanced level, that is another part is corrosion part. So electrochemistry is generally divided 4 parts. One is conductance part, second is electrolysis part, third is cell part, fourth is corrosion part. Corrosion already yes discarded from your syllabus. So next part is what we have to do. Next, we have to discuss electrochemical cell. Electrochemical cell or galvanic cell or voltaic cell. Next part we will discuss what is galvanic cell or what is voltaic cell or what is galvanic cell or what is voltaic cell or electrochemical cell. Clear? So this is a very important question for your council exam. He may put this here. This is very important. What is electrochemical cell or galvanic cell? First we have to discuss what is electrochemical cell or galvanic cell. Galvanic cell विषय हमें discuss करें पूर्व. I am drawing the diagram for galvanic cell and before discussing what is first definition of galvanic cell. It is a cell or device which is used to convert the chemical energy produced in a redox reaction into electrical energy. Very important thing. Actually, this electrochemical cell, the name is given galvanic cell or voltaic cell. Why this name is given galvanic cell or voltaic cell? Because it was discovered by the two scientists, Luigi Galvani and Alessandro Volta. According to their name, this is given electrochemical cell. The other name of electrochemical cell is galvanic cell or voltaic cell. Why it is named galvanic cell or voltaic cell? Because these two scientists who discovered the electrochemical cell, their name is Luigi Galvani and Alessandro Volta. According to their name, this is galvanic cell or voltaic cell. So first we will discuss what is the definition of electrochemical cell. First, it is a device. It is a device which is used to convert. It is a device which is used to convert the. It is a device which is used to convert the chemical energy. It is a device which is used to convert the chemical energy produced in a redox reaction. It is a device which is used to convert the chemical energy produced in a redox reaction into electrical energy. Very important thing. It is a device which is used to convert the chemical energy produced in a redox reaction into electrical energy. How the chemical energy produced in a, so first class in the electrochemistry I have already mentioned what is redox reaction. As I am discussing later one thing, redox chemical reaction in which both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously, that is called redox reaction. So what is redox reaction? Redox reaction is such a reaction in which both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. So here in galvanic cell or electrochemical cell, what will happen? It is a device which is used to convert the chemical energy produced in a redox reaction into electrical energy. So there will be chemical reaction habo, जो chemical reaction टा हबो से chemical reaction टा that is redox reaction. माने redox reaction means oxidation एवं reduction एका संगरे हबो और simultaneously occur हबो. So that is called redox reaction. तो galvanic cell ର definition को एटा गोटे डिवाइस जो तारे chemical energy टा convert हबो electrical energy. एटा गोटे डिवाइस जो तारे chemical energy convert हबो कोडा को electrical energy. Clear? So it is a device which is used to convert the chemical energy produced in a redox reaction into electrical energy. Clear? So electrochemical cell or galvanic cell or voltaic cell, it is a device which is used to convert the chemical energy produced in a redox reaction into electrical energy. Clear? So it is a device which is used to convert the chemical energy produced in a redox reaction into electrical energy. It was discovered by Luigi Galvani and Alessandro Volta. Since it was discovered by Luigi Galvani and Alessandro Volta, its name is galvanic cell or voltaic cell. So we can say that voltaic cell or galvanic cell converts chemical energy to electrical energy. Simple one line we can say that voltaic cell or galvanic cell is a device which converts chemical energy to electrical energy. One line में जब लिख रही हो, suppose एटा वाला की बात हम लिख दो, galvanic cell is a device. Galvanic cell is a device which converts. Galvanic cell is a device which converts chemical energy into electrical energy. Galvanic cell is a device which converts chemical energy into electrical energy. It is a simple line, very easy. Galvanic cell is a device which converts chemical energy into electrical energy. Galvanic cell कौन करिवो? Chemical energy को convert करिवो कोथरे? Electrical energy. Clear? Galvanic cell is a device which converts chemical energy into electrical energy. Clear? Galvanic cell is a device which converts chemical energy into electrical energy. Chemical energy को convert करिवो electrical energy. जो device टा chemical energy को convert करिवो electrical energy रे ताको कौन कहलियो? Galvanic cell or voltaic cell or electrochemical cell. Three names: electrochemical cell, galvanic cell or voltaic cell. Clear? So next I will draw the diagram for galvanic cell. देखो very important, another important thing is that most of the electrochemical reactions are pollution free. As you are doing chemical reaction in the laboratory that release gases or the smells to the atmosphere, but this is polluting to the environment. But most of the electrochemical reactions are pollution free or eco friendly. We can say that the one word electrochemical reactions are eco friendly. Clear? So next I am drawing the diagram for galvanic cell or voltaic cell. Clear? First line definition you must remember. Galvanic cell is a device which converts chemical energy to electrical energy. This line or that line. Any two you can write also. Next is I am drawing the diagram of the galvanic cell or voltaic cell. Here. I am arranging this. galvanometer. So this is all about the diagram of galvanic cell. This is the diagram of galvanic cell. Here. So what is galvanic cell? First you write the definition. What is the definition? Galvanic cell is a device which converts chemical energy into electrical energy. So one thing, because galvanic cell is a device which converts chemical energy into electrical energy. First write the definition, then you draw the diagram. Then you draw this diagram. Here. Next we will explain what is the construction of galvanic cell, what is the working or functions of galvanic cell. Clear? What is the construction of galvanic cell and what are the functions of galvanic cell and what is salt bridge. Three things we have to discuss in galvanic cell. That things are very important. So you will write accordingly. Nobody will dare to cut off your mark. Otherwise, if you write this test paper or like that, it will not get the full mark. What is in 3 cells? First, you write the definition. Then you draw this diagram. Look at the diagram. This is a beaker. This is another beaker. Here, I am first explaining what is the construction. Construction. Look at এটা ଗୋଟେ beaker, এটা another beaker. This is first beaker. This is second beaker. Clear? And this is zinc electrode, copper electrode. This is what is electron? Electrode is nothing but a strip of metal which we use for electrolysis. Clear? So what is electrode? Electrode is nothing but a strip of metal which we use for electrolysis. So this is zinc electrode, this is copper electrode. This is zinc electrode, this is copper electrode. Clear? So construction, galvanic cell, the apparatus consists of 2 beakers. Look at 2 beakers, 2 electrodes, zinc electrode and copper electrodes, and inverted is salt bridge and galvanometer, and this wire is called insulated copper wire. This wire is called insulated copper wires. Clear? So apparatus, first the apparatus consists of 2 beaker, 2 electrodes, zinc electrode and copper electrodes, and insulated copper wire. This is insulated copper wire, and a galvanometer and a salt bridge. So the apparatus consists of what are things? First is 2 beakers, 2 electrodes, and insulated copper wire, galvanometer, and inverted U-shaped tube, that is salt bridge. Look at this is inverted U-shaped tube, that is salt bridge. So next class we will discuss vividly about what is the construction and functions of what is the working of salt bridge, how the chemical energy is produced, and what is salt bridge. All things next class we will discuss vividly. Clear? Thank you. And this diagram another time you will draw it. Next class I will discuss about this galvanic cell. Clear? So only one thing remaining in this class: galvanic cell definition, galvanic cell is a device which is used to convert the chemical energy into electrical energy, or it is a device which is used to convert the chemical energy produced in a redox reaction into electrical energy. Definition in duita bichar kuta lekhibo. First definition, then this diagram. Next we have to discuss what is the construction of galvanic cell, what are the workings or functions of galvanic cell, and what is the work of salt pits. Clear? This thing we will vividly discuss in next class, and very conceptual thing. Try to understand it. You will feel amazing how this works in this galvanic cell. Clear? Thank you.